I'm Courtney Crane, and today we are going to teach you how to perform 2 lifts. The first is called a dumbbell crossover high pull. The second is called a dumbbell snatch. Then after we demonstrate the 2 movements, we will show how the 2 movements relate to one another. Here's how our session will go.
We will introduce the dumbbell crossover high pull and explain how to perform the movement with proper technique so that the exercise can be performed safely. We will also talk about variations of the high pull.
Then we will introduce the dumbbell snatch and explain an effective way to perform the exercise, followed by variations as well.
For dumbbell crossover high pulls, have your shoulder width apart and grab the dumbbell. Then you're going to bring the dumbbell into you while pushing with your heels and using your posterior chain, which is the back of your legs, to help lift the dumbbell. Once you are in full extension, squeeze your glutes and bring the dumbbell up.
Grab a dumbbell and put it in one of your hands. Make sure your index finger and middle fingers are on top of your thumb. Make sure your feet are shoulder width apart. Bend your knees at a 90-degree angle and situate the dumbbell in front of you, keeping the dumbbell as close to your body as possible. Make sure your back is straight and that your hips are above your knees. Pull your shoulder blades in the direction of your hips in order for better stability. At the same time, bend your elbow and pull the weight up as you jump off your toes. Still keeping the dumbbell close to you, push your hips forward and straighten your knees. Throw the dumbbell up to the ceiling, still holding onto it, and make sure your arm is locked and placed right beside your ear. Slowly lower your arm back down to the ground, keeping it between your knees.
Yeah.
To perform this movement safely and effectively, here are 4 things to keep in mind. 1. Do not arch or round your back excessively. This puts your spine out of a neutral position and can cause injury. This can be prevented by keeping your core muscles tight and your shoulders back. Number 2, make sure your pull is explosive. If you perform the movement too slowly, you may not be able to be in the right positions and pull the weight properly. Number 3, do not rotate your knee inward or outward, as this will cause a bad alignment of your knee in relation to your feet and put you at risk for injury. Keep your knees aligned with your toes. Number 4, make sure to breathe. Holding your breath during the lift can make you pass out from lack of oxygen.
A mistake that most people make when performing the dumbbell snatch is that they do not keep their back in a natural curve the whole time. Overarching can therefore put lots of strain on the back and result in an injury. Also, when finishing the snatch above your head, make sure your wrist is locked and tight to prevent other injury. When performing the lifts together, this creates a full snatch movement.
These exercises work the posterior chain, which is the back of your legs, your quadriceps at the front of your legs, your shoulders, your back muscles, and your core.
All in all, the 2 lifts create a total body movement.
The dumbbell crossover high pull and dumbbell snatch are great movements to include in your training program. Thanks for watching our video demonstration. We hope you are now able to perform these movements effectively and safely. See you next time!